Hello, Taurus. Welcome to 8 House Things. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you might be in the world. It's really an honor to read for you today. I also do personal readings. You can reach me. Email is down below, mfirst@gmx.com. Taurus, tapping into your energy was really interesting because I was inclined towards laughter. And then I kept asking what's going on, and then the term, like the phrase "osh" came to mind, and I'm just like, wow, the energy is very weird for such a serious sign. Earth signs, you guys tend to be the more serious of us all, outside of the air signs. So I'm just like wondering why. And I'm just curious what the cards are going to say about this kind of comical amusement energy coming through. So I'm going to start with 4 cards for you, Taurus. And let's see what those first 4 cards say, because I feel like my confusion is a reflection of the energies. It's like I want to laugh, and then I'm like, oh, what's going on? It's very interesting. Let's see. One more clean shuffle for you, Taurus. One more clean shuffle for you, Taurus. Maybe you're feeling that, Cancer Moon energy that has everyone kind of going through a lot, thinking about a lot. We're all in our heads. So I just want one more clean shuffle for you. A lot of cards are flying, so I'm just going to focus on this clean shuffle for Taurus, please. One last clean shuffle for Taurus, please. And then 4 cards to start. Got the 9 of coins, your energy coming through. Got the 4 of coins, your energy coming through strong. Got the 5 of coins. And then the 3 of wands. Lots of earth energy here with the 9 of coins, the 4 of coins, the 5 of coins in reverse, and the 3 of wands. So, you know what just popped into my mind? I know why the caged bird sings. It's definitely a poem, and that's the title. And the title itself came to mind. And what I'm seeing here, Taurus, is we're taking stock of where we are. It's as though your energy is screaming. Oh, sorry about that. Your energy is definitely screaming someone who is assessing things. That's what I would say. It's such an interesting spread to start with. It's as though you're assessing everything you have after something has just taken a lot out of you, taken a lot from you. Just kind of, looking at everything that you have left. That's the way it's coming across. Looking at everything you have left and taking stock, ascertaining, doing a stock count, checking in with yourself, and momentarily everything is suspended while you do an inventory check of where am I at, what's happened, let me catch my breath. Woo! It's been exhausting. What's actually going on here right now? That's what it seems like. And it seems also as though you are doing it at a time where you actually finally have the opportunity to do so. So maybe some responsibilities that you had that stopped you from doing a check-in with yourself have been taken on by someone else. you no longer feel sort of as pressured to always show up and deliver. So maybe that's why you finally have the time to take a second to breathe and say, okay, it's January 2022. January's almost come to an end. I've got, what, 10 days left in January. Where am I at? I feel like I blinked and we were already in the new year. Where am I? Where am I at here? Three of Wands confirms this card for sure, because there's a horseman. He's on his horse. He's looking out into the distance. And in the distance, it's just desert. And the way he's positioned himself on the horse looks ready to go for a gallop. He looks ready to, but it's that moment before where you look out and you're like, okay, where am I going? Where am I going, Taurus? Where are you going? Now that you've got a chance to breathe, and now that you've got a chance to actually think, you go. You've always got something on your mind. Where's your next check coming from? How's your side hustle going? Has everyone eaten? Have you eaten? There's constant chatter in your mind, Taurus. And you finally are in a position where you are taking a good hard look at where you are in life right now. And it's one and the same. If you're taking a look at where you are, naturally where you want to be or where you should be comes to mind too. I feel like I took a very long time to explain these 4 cards, but it's a very interesting presentation for the 9 of coins to come out. Then the 4 of coins. You have everything. You want for nothing. Right? And that's the beauty of it all. You want for nothing. You can really enjoy your life. But are you? And that's what you're going to find out in this quiet time where you can finally be still. There's nothing like just, sometimes I sit in silence and I can't believe I didn't do it sooner. Every time I just sit in silence and it's completely quiet and I'm not on my phone and I'm not playing videos and it's not loud. Every time I get those moments, I think to myself, damn, I need more of these moments. And you are in that moment right now where it is, your environment is silent and the metaphysical side of things is silence. It's really nice to be in this space for you, Taurus. I feel like there's a sense of like, whew, I needed this. You definitely needed it. Got the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Death card, the Wise One, and the World in reverse. These cards have been coming out quite a bit. The Death card, the Wise One, and the World in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. Right? And the Queen of Swords prances about, waving her sword, I feel like she's the promise of something fantastic. Fantastical, if you will. But there's always that, is she going to deliver? That's how the Queen of Swords is presenting herself to me, at least in this reading right now. The card came out in reverse, though. So I think this is your energy right now of being in a state of calmness and stillness is rooted in the fact that one were very much so disappointed by something or someone. It's a recent disappointment. And you have come out of that feeling, or it's you looking back and the situation was disappointment. Something really, really stuck out in a way where, a situation just really, really brought you down. But it's contributed to your current mental state of knowing that you need to slow down and take stock of where you are in life. And it's informing a major transformation, because you're in a position now where it's still enough and quiet enough, and you've shut out the white noise and the actual noise, and the opinions of people and the advice and this and that. You finally shut it out so that you can hear yourself think, hear yourself feel, get back in touch with the world which you shut yourself off from, and not in the more superficial ways of chatter, but really getting to the heart of things and to the root of things. I'm curious about this world card in reverse, though. I'm curious about the fact that it came out in reverse. Why? It's a very curious way for it to come out. And I think it's a slight representation of the fact that something about the Queen of Swords being in reverse and the World card being in reverse sticks out to me. And I think they're linked. Their reversals are linked. Them coming out in the reverse is linked. And I think it has to do with forgiveness. I think it has to do with forgiveness. I'm inclined towards believing that. I think whatever disappointment occurred that's gotten you to a point where you were so down and low, and has informed this transformation and renewal and renaissance in your life, where you are listening completely and solely to yourself. Whatever happened is putting you in a place where you're struggling to forgive yourself and forgive whomever, whatever disappointed you. And it's forgiveness, hey? It's either you're going to do it or you're not. And if you're not going to do it, keep in mind that you're going to pay the price for it. You're going to end up in a position where you suffer for other fools and or foolish behavior, foolish circumstances. And why should you? Here you are coming out as the wise one, and you're being held back because you can't seem to forgive disappointments from the past. That doesn't make any sense for someone who's the wise one. Someone who's literally going through a major and spellbinding metamorphosis in front of our very eyes. No, that is not fitting for an earth sign, especially for Taurus. You've got to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the decisions that you made. And a lot of what people don't understand is that a lack of being able to forgive means that, one, it's not easy for you to face the disappointments in life. and you not hate, but I would say that you avoid being introspective, which is not a quality that you want to have, right? Because if you avoid being introspective, how are you going to succeed in this world? And that's what I'm getting from the World card in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse too, and the fact that they linked. There's something about it that's telling me that in order for you to be able to truthfully, sincerely, lovingly operate in this world, you have to give it a chance, right? For a lot of us who are growing up and, seeing different parts of the world, learning from different people, it's mixed feelings some days. Some days you look at the world and it's not it's not exactly or not at all what your heart expected, but you still live here, and you're still a part of it. Who are you to not give it a chance? Why wouldn't you give it a chance? Right? That's what I'm seeing here. I just feel as though with Wise One energy and death backing you, literally, you can afford to forgive. You can afford to make peace. Yes. It's about making peace with the hard knocks that we've been given. The hard knocks that have gotten to you to a point where you can actually say that, wow, I went through it. Sometimes I didn't think I'd make it through it, but here I am, and I have all these achievements, and I've made a name for myself, and I've made my mark, or I'm making my mark, and I'm building up to a point where I am, or I'm even at the pinnacle of my career. And this most in my recent history, I've gone through a lot, and I hate this person for doing this to me, and I can't stand this organization for what they said. Or no, we're not going to hate anyone. We're not going to have ill will towards anyone. We're going to make peace with the people in our world. We're going to forgive the people who've wronged us. And we're going to move forward with the grace of someone who has both humility and wisdom. I want 2 more cards for you, Taurus. 2 more cards for Taurus, please. 2 more cards for Taurus. 2 more cards for Taurus, please. Oopsie. Wow, the shuffle is turning out to be rough. There we go. 2 more cards for Taurus, please. 2 more cards for Taurus, please. The energies are very similar. A lot of these cards that I pulled out for Pisces and Aries are dying to come out. I've got Justice and the Ace of Cups for you. And that's what it is, right? It's coming to understand your balance, and that you don't need such extreme emotions when it comes to situations. And it's understanding too that you're at a point where you are filling your cup. And it's one of abundance, as well as it's like a fierce knowingness, Taurus. Because, yeah, Justice came out, Ace of Cups came out. Sorry, I've sometimes got a habit of just like pulling the cards and going for it, starting my little speech. But it's this knowingness that I'm seeing where balance is being found. and you can balance these strong emotions that you might have towards certain people or certain things that have been done to you, but also making peace with the fact that you can't control everyone and everything. Let the emotions flow. Let the emotions flow and maintain an open heart, open enough so that the next time there's a huge upheaval in your life and you find yourself in a position where you've been used or manipulated or taken for a fool, taken advantage of, the second it happens, you instantaneously accept it for what it is, forgive, and move on in one fell sweep, as opposed to brewing and stewing and percolating and getting to a point where you're going back and forth and overthinking it and over analyzing the situation and turning it upside down and inside out and trying to see it from different perspectives until you're blue in the face. It's time to use your time wisely. You've got things to do. So take your breather right now. Take stock of where you are in life. There's great abundance for you. And there's more to gain from making peace with your past and accepting where you are right now so that you can look to the future and be dazzled by the sun. Thank you so much for joining me, Taurus. I wish you nothing but the best.